David Schwartz doesn't seem to think it's a big deal that Bitcoin has a whole bunch of ETF inflows in terms of being digital gold. What David Schwartz is saying here is that where Ripple is already positioned in terms of the XRP ledger, and in my opinion, bringing enterprises into blockchain, then all of this competition is only good. Ripple is sitting in such a good place right now, in such a foundationally powerful spot, that he's essentially comparing them to Google and saying, look, we have a very real value proposition to the world that we're going to execute on. We don't need to be in a position where we're going to be using this new crypto clarity bill to kill off our competition. David Schwartz is saying, look, we need competition. We want that competition because it's only going to make us better. I will tell you right now, that is not the way that most of the cryptocurrency industry would ever talk about this sort of thing, because they're extremely worried about the position they're in. They are fighting against competition. They're not so secure in where they're at. Ripple is looking at it completely differently. And I think it shows the amount of strength in the position they're in comparison to everything else. Now, people are probably wondering, what's a great example of that in terms of why Ripple wouldn't be worried? Well, guys, we have had these things leaked for a while, and I talked about this the other day, but David Schwartz was literally highlighting just a couple days ago Ripple's involvement with the DTCC. I mean, this is one of the most bullish long-term value propositions of where the XRP ledger could completely disrupt one of the most important pieces of all of finance: liquidity and clearing for the entire market. This is that kind of relationship. This is that kind of positioning that I think David Schwartz is coming from when he says, look, there's a lot of places for other people to succeed, and we welcome the competition. If you're fighting for a deal like this, if you're fighting for legitimacy and adoption, that's not the kind of thing you say. If you have a deal, right, behind the scenes to be incorporated into a quadrillion-dollar clearing market, you can talk all you want about competition being great. We need more players. It's really good if they come along. Guys, this statement, the confidence that is coming out of people like Ripple and David Schwartz is like nothing else you see in the rest of the cryptocurrency industry. And I want to make it clear, this is not just something where it's like, oh, there's some like hidden information. Guys, take a look at this. There is an actual patent out there from the DTCC directly listing XRP as a liquidity provisioning tool for their future building.